Now this I am planning to give this particular question as assignment to you. So here you have the same square and same charge distributions are there, but one positive charge is kept here, and you must find out the net force acting on the plus q charge. So how will you find? See, plus q charge will exert a force on this plus q charge. This will be the direction of force Fa. This plus q placed at the vertex B again repel this plus q charge, so this will be the direction Fb of the force Fb, and this plus q charge kept at D will repel this positive charge, and this will be the direction of that force Fd, and this minus q charge will attract this plus q charge towards it, so this will be towards it, so this will be the direction of the force due to Fc. So here you can see there are four forces, Fa, Fb, Fc, Fd, and also Fc. Here Fa and Fc act along the same direction. Fb and Fd are equal and opposite, so they both of the forces will cancel. Only two forces are left, that is Fa and Fc. And how will you find out the net force? Since both the forces act along the same direction, net force is obtained by adding Fa and Fc. Okay, so just try it by yourself. If you are not able to solve it, I will clear it for you. Just let me know. Okay. Children, let's move on to the next question. See, we have the same square. Three charges are kept at three vertices, and here no charges there. Here you need to find out the net electric field at the vertex C. Okay, just like we found as we just follow the same procedure that we did in to find out the force acting at a vertex. Okay, but here we are supposed to find out electric field. So again use the same superposition principle. Here this plus q charge is a positive charge, so it will exert an electric field at this point, and what will be the direction? This will be the direction of electric field due to A. This at the point D plus q charge is present, again it will exert a electric field here, and it will be active. It will be pointing away from this, and this will be the direction of electric field due to the charge kept at point D. Next, this is also plus q charge, and its electric field will be acting away from it. So this will be the direction of the electric field due to the charge kept at the point B. So here we have three electric field vectors at the point C. How will you find out the net electric field? Yes, as we did in the case of force, first you resolve these two vectors, EB and ED. So what you will get? When you resolve EB and ED, you will get the resultant vector along this direction. And what is the method to resolve square root of EB square plus ED square plus 2EB ED cos theta? Okay, and what is the magnitude of this EB and ED? See, what is the magnitude? So this is this direction, this distance is A, and here this is the point C. So what will be the equation to find out electric field intensity? Is equal to K into Q by R, where R is the distance between the point and the charge. So here the charge is here, point is here, distance between the point and the charge is A. So what will be our expression for E? Electric field is K into Q by A. Okay, so this is the expression for, it is R square here, right? So A square. Then so this will be the expression for EB, K Q by A square. And what will be the expression for ED? Here we have plus Q charge. Distance between this plus Q charge and the point C is A. So the electric field intensity at the point C is K into Q by A square. Again it is same, K into Q by A square. So the magnitude of EB and ED are same. So we can consider it as E. So here we can write square root of EB square is E itself, ED square is E itself. And here we have cos theta. Theta is the angle between EB and ED. What is the angle between EB and ED? It is 90 degree. And cos 90 is 0. So no need to consider this term. Then we have square root of E square plus E square. That is square root of 2E square equal to, yes, we have square root of e square plus e square, that is square root of 2e square equal to square root of 2e equal to root 2. What is e? E is k q by, it's not square, k q by a by root 2 whole square. Okay. Now sorry, it is kq by a square, kq by a square. Now this is the direction of resultant, and so this is the direction of resultant, right? Also EA acts along the same direction, so both resultant and force due to the charge on A acts along the same direction. So the net force is obtained by adding ER and EA. Okay, so since ER and EA acts along the same direction or same line, the net force is obtained by adding ER and EA, that is equal to KQ square. What is ER? ER is root 2 KQ by, sorry, there is not square here, KQ by A square into root 2. Root 2 KQ by A square, that is written here, root 2 KQ by A square plus, what is EA? How will you find out EA? See, plus Q charge is kept at A. This is the point P. This is the point. And what is the distance between A and this plus Q charge and the point C? See, this forms the diagonal of the square and the distance is A root 2. Right? So the distance is A root 2. So what will be the expression of electric field intensity at the point C due to this charge? It will be KQ by A root 2 whole square. Okay, so that is written here. EA is KQ square, not square, sorry. KQ by A root 2 whole square. Then you have, sorry, here I have written square for all terms, sorry. So we have KQ by root A square into root 2 plus KQ by A root 2 whole square is A square into 2, 2A square. So KQ is common, so you can take it outside. KQ by A square is common. Here you have KQ by A square, here you have KQ by A square, it's common. So take it outside. Then what is left? Here we have root 2 plus 1 by 2. So this is the total electric field acting due to that configuration at the point C. Children, with this I am concluding my session. Not only this session, I am concluding our first chapter, electric charges and fields. Some more numericals are there, so try to practice it by yourselves. Don't wait for the teacher to solve all the numericals for you. It's not possible. We don't have enough time for that. I have discussed almost all important numericals from this chapter. Okay, so next session we will start with a new chapter, electrostatic potential and capacitance. There is a small test based on the session, so attend the test, try to solve the problems by yourself. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.